Okay, we're going to install a reverse osmosis system on our aquaponics. We just got this from Sears. It was $180, and basically the goal here is to soften the water. We're having a problem with high pH, probably around an 8.4, and we were told that you really can't control the pH until you control the hardness of the water. When you have real hard water, adding pH reducer just causes fluctuations because it'll bounce right back up. The number one resolution for this, they said, was to use a water softener or a reverse osmosis. And so we're going to install this reverse osmosis on the side of our system right there. And anyway, I'll run you guys through this step by step as we do it. And we'll have this faucet to fill fresh softened water in here. We'll slowly reduce the current levels and replace it with softer water and see if we can get our pH under control. Okay, I've just finished the installation on the reverse osmosis. I'm just going to walk you through what I did real quick. This is meant for like a under the sink type application. This is the actual reverse osmosis filter here. This is a pre-filter to get out any type of garbage before, and then just a post filter to help with the taste. This is the storage tank. I believe it's 2 gallons, 2.5 gallons, somewhere around there. This is the actual dispenser, where it'll go from here right into the grow bed, and then the bell siphon, of course, will flush and then mix it down into the to the water, to the rest of the tank for us. And again, we're doing this because we've been having issues with the hard water, city water. So real quick, what we did, because this is supposed to tie in with under your sink, we've adapted it to tie in to a garden hose. This is a double female adapter. We put a garden hose on here, then it just basically goes back to the regular outdoor garden hose. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn it on now and test it. Basically, it'll come up in here into the reverse osmosis filter. It'll go into the tank. I believe it says it's going to take about 4 hours to trickle through all this and get the system going, fill the tank up. So we're going to start that process now, check for leaks. And then of course the dirty water, which I didn't realize it produced, but this is the overflow for the dirty calcium mineral rich water that it pulls out in the reverse osmosis process, and it'll drain into this, in which of course we'll just dump this as it fills. So the goal here is to get rid of the hard water, reduce the pH for the tank, so we're going to give this a shot and see how we do. Again, just a quick overview. There's the storage tank, 2-gallon storage tank. And from there it'll flow out, keep constant pressure. I don't know how much yet. We'll turn on and see. This system run with the adapters and the stuff for the garden hose ran us just under $200. And well, of course we'll test it. We have here a standard pool test kit where we can test quite accurately our pH, our chlorine, hardness, everything. So we're going to go ahead and get this system started, check for leaks, and then I'll get back with you, let you know how it's working. Okay, we did have one leak here here on our valve here where we put a cap on this piece. This piece was meant to tie into the kitchen sink. So we cap this in where the fresh water comes in, and this is where it goes to your kitchen faucet, and it ties in there. So we put a cap on here, and I was able to, even though it's metal and plastic, put some plumber's tape and some PVC cement, and that finally did it, and it stopped. So we've bleached the system, and that is where to sanitize it and get it ready, you take off this end here, and you'll put 3 millimeters of bleach in this tube here, and then just attach it back, and that'll sanitize our tank here. And according to this, whenever you do any type of maintenance or filter change, you need to do the same thing. So right now it's pressurizing. That's why it takes so long. It's using the water pressure from the city coming up the hose here, and this is the supposed to be the gunk water coming out. Apparently this will run consistently until that tank is filled. Once we get this tank filled, there's a shutoff valve. It'll shut this off, and then this will only drain when you're running the faucet of any dirty water. So right now it's going to run consistent. So obviously this little dude wasn't enough. It filled it up pretty stinking quick. So we've got to dump it into this big tub down here just until that gets filled. It says for that to pressurize that tank and get going, it's going to take 2 to 4 hours. I can tell in this line here it has to get pressurized before it even starts filling, and don't think I see it filling yet. I did see it filling earlier before I noticed that leak over here. But anyway, this is our osmosis system, and once I've got it all done and fresh soft water coming out of the spout here into the media bed, I will turn it back on and record that. Otherwise, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. We're going to put that tank back up here. I just thought see if the gravity flow would help it fill a little faster for right now, but that's the setup, and I'll come back when it's producing soft water. All right, it's done. The drain valve is stopped spewing water. We're going to stick it back in here for right now, and we're going to turn the system on, and I'll be testing the water also to see how it reads, and we'll see how this works. This should be soft water coming out of here. Okay, there's the water going in. We just took a sample of it, and see if you can see this here, but I'm reading looks like 0 on the chlorine. It's completely taken all the city chlorine out, and wow, that's really low. Maybe 6.5 on the pH. Definitely below 6.8, which is the lowest reading I have. So it's coming out really good water. We're gonna let this run for a little bit. I don't know how. That's a 2-gallon tank. It may have to turn off for a little bit, then turn back on. But that's the system in action, and we'll see what that does to my readings on my actual tank.